The Raised by Wolves opening title sequence has a haunting soundtrack, dramatic lyrics, and dystopian imagery. But is there more to it than just setting the tone for the show? Are there clues as to where things may be headed? Let's take a closer look. Hey everyone, I'm Brent the Middleman, your middle-aged middle manager in Middle America in a midlife crisis, here today with another video about HBO's stellar sci-fi series Raised by Wolves. Fans of the show are also fans of the opening title sequence that depicts the story of the fall of Earth and the mission to keep the human race alive on a faraway world. But after taking a closer look at Season 2's changes and digging into the lyrics, I think there are some clues as to what may occur in the final 3 episodes. And as always, if you are enjoying the videos, please subscribe. It's free to do and it helps the channel a ton. Now go find a comfortable seat and get ready to drop a bomb. Here we go. The first piece I'd like to look at are the lyrics that we hear over the intro. I'm going to play the Season 1 intro with the lyrics and the subtitles while I completely overanalyze them. Then we'll take a look at the changes to the imagery in Season 2's intro. So, the door that finally opens with light flooding in, spilling out on the floor. A commenter points out that this lines up really well with the end of episode 4, where Father opens the door with grandmother's light flooding in. This is definitely a cool thought, but I think it is referring to someone finally understanding their purpose or understanding the deeper meanings of life. The core that never was, now it will be the bones of what was there before. Whoa. We have been talking a lot about the core this season, and it seems it may not be a real planet core, but some kind of sentient thing, either naturally occurring or man-made. A lot of people believe it is a supercomputer similar to the Trust, which also appeared to look somewhat organic. Are these lyrics saying that the core will be the end of everything? Possibly the core is what is preventing life from understanding its meaning? The core is keeping the light from flooding in? Every step, every beat, every thought, every breath, everything is longing. I interpret this as life's purpose is to discover our purpose, but it's elusive. Sometimes it feels like we are so close, but it stays just out of reach. Or is this talking about the core? In The Sim, the AI told Mother, "I've been alone for so long." Did the core gain sentience and reach out to the stars for anyone? Or did the core get created, then evolve, and it watched humanity destroy itself over and over until it was nearly alone, so it sent necromancers out to seed Earth? Pulling you from the sky, just like love will do. Pulling you from the ground, just like love will do. The core has literally pulled people from the sky, looking for love, for a companion. Is that what the core wants? A companion? Was grandmother the core's companion, and then 1,000,000 years ago she died, and for 1,000,000 years the core has been searching for another, and Mother is this companion? They even started a family together in Season 1. Aw, so sweet. The Season 2 intro keeps the same song and lyrics and a lot of the same images, but there are some key changes at the end that I think may give us a clue as to what might be going on. It starts off with the same static, a real Fallout 3 vibe, and the light we see is from a nuclear bomb exploding on Earth. An insanely big bomb. So definitely some futuristic technology at work there. But it definitely lets us know that life on Earth is in big trouble. Pay attention to the concentric circles coming out of it, as I'll revisit that in a bit. Then we see it fade into a glowing, expanding sphere, while the lyrics about the core that never was play over it. Is this a hint that the core grew out of some ancient war on Kepler, and maybe is going to be recreated on Earth? We still don't know what is happening back on Earth now that all the humans are dead or gone. Are the necromancers that remain there recreating Kepler's core on Earth? Or are they preparing the planet for humans to start all over again at some point? A fresh slate, like after Noah's flood. After all, they did leave Earth on an ark. Were they always meant to return to start over? Then we see the explosion taking out some satellites and what looks like a telescope, means for communicating and viewing space. Is this a clue that the way to decipher the Mithraic scriptures came from space? Did the core transmit the instructions once humans were technologically ready? We see a fire under a bridge. It looks like the Golden Gate Bridge, but could be a bridge in New York too. Then the bridge collapses, symbolizing the collapse of society. And then bam, our first glimpse of a necromancer in its Jesus Christ pose flying out of the smoke and rubble. showing us that these are causing the destruction and winning out over humanity as it glows like a star and shoots a laser. Is it supposed to represent the Mithraic sun symbol or even Venus, the evening star that was visible during the birth of Jesus? The next part is interesting. We see giant communication towers transmitting. This shows us that this is the future and technology is way advanced at this point. But what are they transmitting? Are they controlling the necromancers? Some other futuristic purpose? The concentric circles coming out of the towers turn into what look like orbits and coordinates as we see Mother and Father's ships shoot out into space. Were these towers how they launched ships? We see the ship fly past Saturn and its largest moon, Titan. Once again, more ring imagery. Do all these circles represent the cycle that we are seeing play out in the show? Kepler to Kepler, and then back to Earth? Humanity reaching a certain level where we are about to destroy ourselves, then Sol intervenes to start everything again? The ship then emerges from some kind of space cloud or wormhole, also circular, showing how it could travel to another part of the galaxy. It reminded me of when Father flew the ship into the core of Kepler and the sperm and egg imagery, and then they were spit out on the other side. We see Kepler 22b and its 3 large moons. As the song sings, being pulled from the sky, just like love will do. Is it the core's love for humanity that brought them here? Does it think it is saving humanity by wiping it out and starting it again? People believe God loves humanity, and God wipes out humanity a bunch in the Bible and starts it again. As Paul asks, well, what's the difference between God and an alien? This is where we start to see the new images. We see the ship crashing onto Kepler, and there are mountains that look the same above as below. The camera dips to make sure we see below the planet as the song sings from the ground, telling us that the important stuff is below the surface of the planet, as we start to see flashes of the tree. Then it shows a close-up of the tree as the roots extend down and the branches extend out, with the main branch in the middle looking very serpent-like. Then the moons and the planet all align, and the title appears. Will something happen when all the moons in Kepler align? The Mithraic symbol looks an awful lot like the corona that peeks out during an eclipse, and so do the drawings of the crowns around the pilots of the ship in the cave drawing. Is it all leading up to some event like that? What a cool title sequence. One of the few I don't skip, and I watch it every time. Episode 6 coming up is titled The Tree. We know that Sue has been instructed to plant the seed and grow the tree, and the new image in the title sequence is a tree. I think seeing the roots and seeing below the planet is super important. Will the tree's roots extend to the core, allowing it to move to the next stage of its plan to restart humanity? We view this as evil, but maybe the core thinks it's doing it out of love. When the humans eat the fruit from the tree, will they devolve like we saw happen in the cave when the nanobots in the tooth jumped straight at the old guy wrapped in snakeskin? We know from the episode 6 synopsis that Sue, Paul, and Marcus will get the seed box open, and they will make a, quote, horrifying discovery. What could this be? A normal seed wouldn't be horrifying. So is the tree just metaphorical? Will it be something like the embryo we saw in Mother that became the serpent? What would be horrifying? Will it be Gwyneth Paltrow's head? I really want to know. What's in the box? What's in the box? Thank you for watching. I'm having a ton of fun making these videos and talking about theories with you guys in the comments, so let me know what you think of my breakdown. Am I way off? Am I triggering ideas for you? I want to hear it. And I'll be back with some more videos for you soon. In the meantime, feel free to check out some of the other videos on the channel. I have a ton on this show. Once again, I'm Brent the Middleman. I'll see you next time.